When you bring people together and start having conversations, you can literally just see the pennies dropping around the table. So, I've learnt things this morning around, conversations around the lack of kind of language investment in young people generally, but specifically in young women, that I wouldn't necessarily have thought about as a barrier to, women going on international assignments. I've heard personal stories of people who, really stepped into a risky situation and made a huge success of it, that are really inspiring and motivating. So the importance of coming together, of sharing different perspectives, of different experiences, is incredibly powerful in terms of helping us all move the dial. So organisations holistically need to really examine in depth the policies, processes and approaches that they have in place, alongside what's the lived experience of their people, to really get into the granular detail of where are those barriers and where are those opportunities. When we turn that kind of into and look at it from a global mobility perspective, as somebody else said this morning, I'm choosing their words, it's not female shaped the way that currently international assignments are achieved. And so you will find that women, when they do go on international assignment, are often in a vulnerable kind of lonely position where it's predominantly men who are in those international assignments with them. And so really understanding what that looks and feels like for a woman, and understanding what are the levers that organisations have to change that, to make this more attractive. You don't have to have been to university, you don't have to have gone through a classic career path to be able to go on to international assignments. How are we encouraging apprentices to go on assignments? How are we looking at people who come from different socio-economic backgrounds where this isn't even in their language? All of that untapped talent from an international assignment perspective is really exciting.